All right, today's goal is to make this hum more audible for step 1. Step 2, adapt the more audibleness into the updated hum, which has more going on. So here's the original. And I found that primarily this drone, as you see here, even though it's already at like full volume at this point, can't be heard on the Sabre. And that is mostly because, if you look here, the meat of this drone in the frequency spectrum falls below what our little Sabre speakers can reproduce. We don't have subwoofers. We have little 28 millimeter or smaller speakers. 100 hertz and down basically doesn't exist. It's like dog whistles are the super high end. Well, this hum is like the anti-dog whistle to our speakers. You just can't hear it. So my goal is to modify it and make it more up here in the low end still, not change the tone, or well, not change the pitch. I like the note and have it be able to be heard. So here's what I'm going to do. First of all, there's this new thunder in here. So I don't want to mess with that. So what I'm going to need to do is work around it. So I'm going to take just up to where this thunder starts, right? So this is just clean drone for the most part. Maybe the very end's got a little, I'm going to fade that out. Watch. Copy this, make a new track by clicking here, pasting. Then I'm going to fade this out, which is effect fade out. For me, it's G. Fade in is D. I just do shortcuts. So I'm fading that out. And then I'm going to take a listen. And because this was already full volume, and now I'm adding in this, we're definitely going to be going too loud. Can't go past 0. So I'm going to actually just start by bringing these down equally. See what that sounds like and what it looks like on the meter. Okay, I'm still blowing out the meter, so I'm going to bring it down some more. And why am I not hearing it? Oh, because I didn't do anything yet. I just made a copy and faded that. So here's the magic. We're going to copy this. We're going to pitch shift it 1 octave. That is 12 semitones. You hit pitch. Ah, there it is. Same note. Still have the low drone. But now we've got some extra. It kind of fades out, lets the lightning shine through, and now I'm going to stick this on the end, and I'll show you this now. On top of which, this can actually get high passed because we don't need, I'm not going to do at 100, I'll do it at 60. Just take away some of that really, really definitely not hearing at low end. Just a touch, see, it's like some kind of gone. And it's also kind of dipping low here. So I'm going to let this compress and be a little more even keeled on the volume. And I'll probably have to bump it down now because I bumped it up. And it's like a pop in here. I don't know what that is. It's a little dip right here. So I'm going to do... I don't know if this is going to hurt me later. It might. I'll take care of the dip later. So far we've got a pitched thing. Now watch this. Look at the wave, the original. Notice how from here to here is mirror imaged here. So to make this loop, somebody just took some sound and then put another copy after it and reversed it. so that the end loops back around to the beginning relatively clean. It's a quick, dirty way to make something loop. But since I got this lightning gap in here, I'm going to have a hole. But I can start with copying this. I'm going to paste it down here. I'm going to reverse it like the top one, and then I'm going to move it to the end. So now these are directly lined up as well. All right, so we're good. The lightning came and went. We're not over 0. And that's pretty much, let me loop it. Yeah. It's a little bit of a tick going on there. Pretty much these should be at 0 when they're done. And look, they're not. So I'm gonna fade these out right to 0. I'm gonna go to the beginning. I'm gonna make sure these are fading in right from 0. Very small fades, but that should work, hopefully. Yeah, see, no tick, because they start and there's no energy when it finishes the loop. It's at 0, it's dead, and then it starts at 0, dead. So you're not having a sudden jump in volume. That's what causes the click, a sudden variance in speaker movement. All right, so we got this. Now, what I want to do is work with the new one. It's got the new sounds in it. So to do the sort of the same thing, I know for a fact, I started with just giving this a high pass filter, which is down here, and I did it at 60, so I'm going to do that here as well. Still all there, just took away that sub bass. And then I want this track's contents. So I'm going to select this part, copy that. Now that I got it timed out to match, if you didn't change anything, that all ends well. This is going to have to come down to at or below this other one. And since it loops, I should be able to paste another instance of it there, and it looks like you got a half on the end. So I'll paste them both. Oh, that's weird. It's not a full another half. Whatever. I'm just gonna match it. Check the loop. And with this electric, there's really no way to hear if there's a tick anyway, so it does this. Maybe we want to bolster up the lightning. So here's a quick mix trick. This here is your points mix tool thing. And where it's lightning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a point. I just jumped. Oh, it's jumping on me. I don't like that. I hate this tool, honestly. Finding where it like doesn't affect something to click your first point. It's terrible. There. There's one. Nope. Okay, there's another. Now I'm going to put another one, and another one. And I'm going to just fade it up a little bit, fade it up a little bit, fade it up. Maybe that middle one needs some more. I don't know if I can get any more, but now it basically is a little louder in that spot. Still kind of drastically coming in, so I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna paste it here. I'm gonna move it into the void, the quiet part, and I'm gonna fade this in gradually, and I'm gonna fade this about the same amount, like this much. Delete. I'm gonna fade this just to cover. Yeah, that works. And there we go. Now I'm gonna need that again down here, so I'm gonna paste it and stick it in place. Close is good. I think we have a third instance down here. Oh, no, we're good. It's the only two dead lulls. But I do need to beef up that part of the what am I doing? Select all. I want this part here. And here we go, trying to make it not move when I select. It's just not the best way to do this. Why can't I make these bigger? That bigger? Oh my god. I just want my track to move. Thank you. Need the other tool. Now I got this. I made a point. Nope. Undo. Why can't I undo? Nope. Oh, you got to click right on that black line. That's the kind of trick, I guess. And then I'm going to pull these up. Oh, made a new one. Didn't want to do that. That. Really? This is really getting ridiculous with it. Okay, I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to go to the last one, which is here. I'm going to zoom in on that. Make some points. Close is good. Close is fine. Just want to bump this up so the lightning doesn't fade into nothing. You can hear it. Okay, zoom out. And let's take a listen to the whole thing. Checking levels. Good. Check our little cross dip fade thing. Sounds consistent. Well, it kind of dips in the center there. It's all right. It breathes. But because I am like I am, I'm gonna stick another one of these and make it even shorter for that dip because it was pretty drastic. I'm gonna fade this out. See, because it fades in, fades out while that's fading out and fading in, so it covers it. And I'm gonna copy that. Anywhere else that it was doing that? That's just where the two nary will meet. Try this. No dip. Oh, there's no lightning there. Oh, the lightning's a little random. Maybe that's where I needed that. That's the seam. So weird to see this. Okay, so anyway, all of that and nothing going over, so I'm going to call that good. And I'm going to export this. It's going to mix down to one, one mono file, and yeah, call it. You shouldn't have this M in there, this extra M. That's a CFX thing. Profi doesn't need it. It'll use it, but you don't need it anymore. I'm going to call this hum.888 because it's new. I can't even type. I got to go. Yeah, I'll send this to you and see you.